Farm Guy here, and this is a New Holland TK4 Series by Pepe978 on Farming Simulator 22s for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on the Georgia Farms map for this test of these two little, I'm going to call them Caterpillar tractors, but they're New Holland in the old Caterpillar type style, two-track style, as you can see here. These are some powerful little tractors. Even though the horsepower and its stature is small, its pulling power is huge, and we'll show you that in a moment. But first, 22.81 megabytes download, 13 slots on console. Vehicles and small tractors is where I find two of them. They are identical almost in every way except for the track. We have TK4 Series rubber track at 43,500 and the TK4 Series iron track at 47,500. As far as I can tell, the price and the visuals is the only thing. They perform identical. Let's take a look at this one. We have configuration of standard. We have a 120 kilogram front weight. We have 280, 350. So 350 is as large as you can go. No 3-point link or anything on the front, but that's okay. Engine, we have the 85 horsepower, 99 horsepower, or the 107 horsepower engine for an extra $5,500. Protective arch, yes or no? This has a, yeah, we'll show you that in a minute. And side protection is just, actually just little rails, left, right, or both. $400 for that. You don't want to be falling off of that. And then if we go engine setup one more, we get the red New Holland colors in an 85, 99, and 107 horsepower configuration. Oh, and the price is quite a bit more, so if you like the red color, it's going to cost you dearly. The Centenary edition with the red, it's going to cost you a fair bit more, about $8,000 more than the blue one. 5,500 or 13,200. There you go. Right. Same choices here with the metal track. Protective arch, side protection. Yeah. So just one has a metal track, the other one has a rubber track. So what I have here is they've got all mixed up because I've got a whole bunch of them out here. Trying various pieces of equipment, so on and so forth. I have a couple of them that are the 85 horsepower. This one here with the rubber track is the 85 horsepower model. And I have a 90 horsepower implement on the back. As you can see, it's a cultivator. And as typically, if you put something bigger than the tractor horsepower, it struggles a little bit. However, not this. 7 miles per hour is its top speed, so it's not going to go very fast. And a lot of pieces of equipment actually have a higher top speed or a higher working speed than this top speed. So, disc harrows, for instance, and yes, it has a bit of a strange turnaround when you're using 3-point link equipment. Now it's not missing anything, but it has that weird turnaround, and it just seems to not like the 3-point link attached type equipment because, well, I'll show you in a minute. But as for performance, let's just stop it there because it's really annoying to watch him do that. It's just like he's confused, and then he finally just says, screw it, let's just go. So 7 miles per hour, no problem here. Manual transmission, right. Now, rubber track. Does the rubber track have any different performance attributes or anything like that? that was a rubber trap. Here is the steel track. And as far as I can tell, they have the same sound and everything, so... As far as that, there might be a slight difference in sound, but it's really, as far as I can tell, only a visual difference because performance might be a touch better. It's hard to tell. And I'll show you why it's kind of hard to tell. And the turnaround with the metal track is also very painful to watch. Now if we go here, let's just go here and at a full stop, hire worker. Yeah, he gets up to speed, no problem here. Is this the... yeah, that's the 85 horsepower one. All right, so let's bump it up a little bit. Here's the 107 horsepower by the 1110M. You can tell by the lettering on the side there. And here's a disc harrow that's a fair bit bigger. I believe it's 120 horsepower rated. And let's just put it down here and go forward. And it will get to this. There we go. It shifts 7 miles per hour, no problem. So it's like, okay, well, that's pretty good. How about the worker? Does the worker operate it into different? And this is where I think it's because it's attached in a 3-point link type, it just doesn't seem to be able to figure out so much how to... Yeah, it still does that. So I have neglected to show the couple of things you can do with this. L1 and right stick left and right moves. You can adjust your hitch, the rear hitch, back and forth. And R1, right stick left and right, raises and lowers that protective thingy. The roll bar, I'm going to call it a roll bar. So if you don't have that roll bar, you'll still have this option. It just won't do anything. In cab, the mirror actually works. The mirror works well. Interesting cab view, obviously, and I'm switching lights on and off. There's things happening on the dashboard. That's kind of neat. We have a beacon when you have that roll bar, and lights. Right, so now that that's all shown, what else did I do? Let's see here. Yes, so I have, I put on a much bigger one with, basically, it's a 2-point hitch with a swivel type hitch. And actually it still goes 7 miles per hour, which is quite impressive. And as you'll see the turnaround here, it seems as if the worker, I don't know if it's the width of the implement or because of the distance it has to turn around. I'm not sure, but with this piece of equipment, it seems to like it a lot better, and it seems to have take a little bit more time. It still kind of ends up a tad crooked, but not as, he still does that weird kind of little squiggle thing, but it's not as, because the implement isn't like solidly, or well, let's say, it's not affixed the same way. So I also tried it with the sprayer. It does look really weird with the sprayer. These are probably would fit with grapes and olives in between the rows. Perhaps that's what they're really meant for. It doesn't say... Oh, it is an orchard tractor. So I missed that. It's an orchard tractor, by the way, but it pulls big stuff. Orchard equipment is very low-powered equipment, and as you can see, the turnaround here is perfect. If we go to tools and grape technology, we have a whole bunch of orchard. Well, we have a couple of orchard. This one, no, that wouldn't. Grape technology. Well, we have, where's all our orchard stuff? It should be under grape technology, but there's not a whole lot here, but there are small, yeah, you know what I mean, small little cultivators and things that are at the very small. We do have some actually in not cultivators, disc harrows, yeah. So something like this would, but it's only 12 horsepower, so very easily pulled by this in between a orchard. Now, to just really test this thing out, this cultivator here is a 320 horsepower rated cultivator, and let's just get it out into the open field and see what she can do, shall we? Obviously quite ridiculous having this little tractor pull this big piece of equipment, but we're going to do it anyways. And away we go. And actually the traction's really good, and we actually get up to 6 miles an hour, which is hugely impressive. Oh, shifting. Will we get 7 miles per hour? Almost. That's beyond any expectations. So, I mean, if you're there, you go. Maybe even the metal track might. You know what? I'm gonna swap it out with one with the metal tracks. All right, so here we got the metal track one. Let's hire a worker and see how this guy. It's already in 4th gear, and just ba-bam, just like that. 6 miles. So 6 miles an hour is what it can manage. It almost seems like the transmission works a little bit different with the metal tracks than the rubber tracked one, but they both go up to 6 miles an hour with pulling this massive cultivator. But anyways, enough fooling around. If you like these little tractors, this style, it is really supposed to be for orchards, but very handy dandy for other uses, of course. And there you have it. That's the New Holland TK4 Series by Pepe978 on Farming Simulator 22. Thank you all for watching, and remember, it's only a game, so till the next one, bye for now.